Alright, I'm back.
Alright, just went live. So. If you want to get on the
The Twitch.
yeah, I'll give you chat moderator. What's your name? And log into Twitch
Okay.
and then view
Yeah,
the stream.
Visible SC.
Oh, okay. Whoops. There we go. So if you're just joining us, the Tactical Carnage weekly Sunday tournament will be beginning in about 10 to 20 minutes. We're just making sure everything's working. Then we'll get right to the games. If you could just, I'm just gonna go into a replay. If you could just like turn on your sound on the stream for a second and just like make sure all the levels are good.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Shouldn't be too loud. I think the game sounds could be a bit loud.
Let me know, can you hear when I mute my mic? When I do this, 1 sec. Do you hear anything at all?
I think I hear a click. But
Okay, you do.
yeah, it's kind of like a static-y type of click. I think it might be because of that.
Okay, yeah, that's probably it. I probably won't do that then.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Right.
Oh no, looks like in the chat, clock's the same. We need more people. So no one showed up.
Yeah. We have 18 out of 16 people. Oh,
Oh,
7 people are
is he
well.
exaggerating? Oh,
7.
okay, then he's not.
Well, 7 people are checked in. So I think he's just trying to get everyone. That's the biggest problem because people sign up and then they just never check in and then they don't come.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those. I've been known to do that from time to time. I don't know. When I'm on a site and I'm looking at the tournaments, I look at them all, I'm like, wow, I want to do them all. So I just sign up, and then, of course, I can't do them all, or something happens and I miss it, and I look like an idiot. But hey,
Yeah.
I just sign up.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, this is going to be the Tactical Carnage weekly Sunday tournament. Should be starting very shortly. My name's Steven Berger, also known as Porky. You can follow me on Twitter at Steven Berger. And you can join the Tactical Carnage community. We're a gaming community with various games. Right now you're watching the StarCraft. But we have other games like World of Warcraft, Counter-Strike Source, and you can find out more about us at TacticalCarnage.com. You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/TacticalCarnage, and make sure you follow us on Twitch TV. And today I'm joined here with...
Hi guys, I'm Hanzo Baj, also known as Visva StarCraft, and I'll be co-casting today with my good friend Porky. Gonna be taking you through some of these in-clan tournament matches. I assume most people watching are in clan. If you're not, please check us out, like Porky said. We do this every week, every Sunday. We also do clan wars. Yesterday we had a clan war. We won it. It was our first one. You can say congratulations now. Thank you. Thank you.
If I had a clapping sound effect, this is where I would play it. FYI.
So yeah, most of these players are, well, lowest is going to be platinum. Even then, the platinum players are pretty good. They're definitely on their way, on the cusp of reaching diamond. So basically, it's a diamond master tournament, if you ask me. So we're up for some pretty good gameplay. And it's 5 minutes out.
It looks like most people. It looks like we're waiting for. It's interesting because it's only a 16-player tournament, but there's 21 people signed up and 15 people have checked in. So whoever gets in that last check-in, you're gonna be playing. Someone, Officer StarCraft says that one of us sounds like a ghost, and it's awesome. I don't know who he's talking about, but one of us is
a Terran ghost.
I'm assuming. So one of us is more awesomer than the other.
Never say die.
He says you sound like a ghost.
Well, actually, I'm quite offended that you're calling me a ghost right now, because I'm actually a specter, so fucking hate ghosts. Fuck those ghosts. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to be... Am I not allowed to use offensive language before we go live, so I know?
Oh, I I don't really know. It depends. I don't know. I'm assuming the stream isn't set up as an 18 years or older, so I think you just have to keep it like PG-13 or something. It doesn't really
Well,
matter, I don't think.
it's
But
the 21st century. I mean, there's fucking PG movies.
yeah, PG-13 is kind of weird, but
I remember when I was growing up, PG-13 was like no cuss words, just a little like gore or violence, and
yeah.
our parents were like, no, no, you can't go.
Just like some of the stuff in like even like in Shrek. I remember when I saw like Shrek 2 or something, I was pretty surprised.
Yeah, well, when you're a kid, you watch that and you're just like, oh, it's Shrek. But then when you're older, you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's a raunchy joke, but you don't get it when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Just like, have you seen that pottery of the 9 dolphins?
No.
Oh, it's a test of I guess I don't know, your sexuality or your matureness. I don't know what to say. It's a test of, but anyway, it's the pottery, and it's a painting of 9 dolphins in a certain form. But if you hit puberty, basically, you see a man and woman having sex, but it's made to be an optical illusion. So if a kid looks at it, it looks like 9 dolphins.
Huh.
But if an adult looks at it, it looks like a couple, and they don't even see the dolphins, and they have to concentrate really hard just to see a dolphin. I wish I had a link to it. I could look it up right now and link it in chat because it's pretty interesting.
Sure. I'll look at it in a second.
Oh, it's getting that time. 8:59.
It is. We are almost there. I'm just trying to figure out what game we're going to be going in first, because there's, at least in the first 3 rounds, there's going to be more than one game, really.
Yeah, there's multiple games to choose from. Probably all good games. So it's a tough pick. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at a bracket. See who's playing.
Brackets got no. They're still not updated.
Not up yet. 1 minute.
No, it still
turn.
says 5
Go
minutes
back.
and 17 seconds away.
Oh no.
Oh, we're waiting for clocks to finish off the brackets, I think, once everyone checks in. So we get to pick which stuff we're going to cast. Obviously, we'll cast the finals because that's only 1 game, so obviously that's going to get casted. But the first
Are these
couple
all
games...
best of ones?
What was that?
Are these all best of ones?
Let's see. We have the... Round 1 is going to be best of 1, round 2 is a best of 3, round 3 is a best of 3, and then the finals are going to be a best of 5.
Oh, that's a nice setup. Some nice, good sets going.
It is.
For that, getting cheesed out in 1 game. Fox
I think
is
I'll just cast...
listening. He hates me saying cheese, but it's all good. Just cheese is cheese, Clocks. Cheese is cheese.
Yeah, but it depends on what type. You got Swiss and American and
I know, there's so many
Munster.
different kinds of cheese. The Terran cheese is always the smelliest, though. It's like the Lindenberger and what are the other smelly cheeses?
Isn't blue cheese pretty smelly?
Yeah,
I don't
that'd
know.
be a Terran cheese. I don't know. When I cheese, I usually go for the Munster cheese. It's my favorite. Munster cheese, American cheese.
I usually just stay with like mozzarella, the American. None of the exotic cheeses. They don't strike my fancy.
You gotta go fancy when you cheese.
Well, I think we'll probably cast. One of my friends is playing for my school team, so I guess I have to cast one of his games.
Well, it's decided then.
We're gonna cast unnamed players game, whoever that is against.
Unnamed player.
Yeah, he's the leader for my university's StarCraft club / team for the college Star League or collegiate Star League. So I guess I have to cast him.
Oh, so wait, he's in the Collegiate Star League?
Yeah, my school is I'm the caster for my school as well.
Oh, that's cool. What school do you go to?
Well, I go to Towson University in Maryland, but after this semester, I'm transferring over to University of Maryland College Park. So
Very cool. Looks like the brackets are up.
are they? Let's see. Yep.
And we should be getting into our first game here in a couple minutes, folks, so stick tight.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be unnamed player against Junsup. So I guess we can see if Junsup has any record with Zeke. Looks like this is his first time playing on Zeke as well. Take him a quick look up on SC2 ranks, see what his he is ranked here. Let's see, 527. Oh, he is not found on SC2 ranks, so we're gonna have to check him the long way. We'll just check him from
He's
here.
a Korean smart.
Oh, all his letters are in capital, not lowercase. But he is a diamond 1v1 with 34 wins. An unnamed player is a platinum league player. So
Should be up for a good match. Haven't seen either of these fellows play before, but we'll see how they fare against each other. What are the races of these two fine gentlemen?
unnamed player plays Zerg, and it appears that Jun plays Terran. So ZVT on
ZVT.
Let's see what the map is supposed to be. The map is Antigua Shipyard.
Ooh, I'd say this is a pretty good map. Either way, I mean, Zerg get an early third, but it's pretty Terran favored because you can just split up the map with your siege tanks. But what map isn't Terran favored? Because Terran's OP. What's up?
Oh, don't even get me started on Terran siege tanks. Absolutely horrible.
So are you in that game yet, or is it still getting set up?
No, I think it's still getting set up. Yeah, nobody's really in any of the games, I don't think. So. Although people are saying that, oh, apparently the brackets got messed up, so everyone has to check in again.
That's not good. Oh well. We'll stall for a little more.
We will. Just sit back, enjoy the music. If you haven't already gotten yourself some great food or something to drink, I got myself some raspberry tea, which is pretty awesome. I found out that iced tea powder makes for a lot better tea than regular tea packets. Although, for what it's worth, never take one of the giant buckets of iced tea powder and just pour it into something without using a spoon or a scooper.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's not very good.
No, cause I don't have a spoon in my dorm room, and apparently, the iced tea powder buckets are supposed to come with a scooper, but it's either all the way buried into the powder where I just can't find it. So what I have to do is I feel like I'm like doing drugs, cause I pour the iced tea onto a lined piece of paper, and I have to pour the iced tea in a line, so I feel like it's like cocaine, and then I have to kind of chivvy over all the powder into the middle of the paper, and I have to take the paper and then pour it into the cup, and then I have to mix it with a fork. It's a long process.
Yeah, that's some chemistry.
I know. But if you pour it in all at once and right into the cup, it makes for a horrible mess. I learned that the hard way. Even if you think you can pour it slowly, it's still not a good idea.
Getting eager to cast a game. Want to see some action. I'm looking at a Dark Templar on my main StarCraft screen staring me right in the face. I don't want to see that anymore.
I know. It's taking
I want
forever.
to see some action.
So thank you everybody for your patience as we figure out what's wrong with the brackets. There we go. Okay, looks like it got fixed. Okay, so it's not going to be John. We're going to be seeing Dream against unnamed player. Now Dream is one of the pro players for Tactical Carnage. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. I believe he's a Masters player, or I would assume so.
Well, then we're up for a good game. I'm even more excited now. So Dream is a... what is his race?
Okay, so it looks like we should be getting invited any minute now.
Looks like most played race is Terran. So another Terran Imbo. And for you guys thinking I'm so Terran biased, I'm not, because every race is Imbo. You just gotta know how to play the game. You heard it here. No, really, Terran. So OP. Marines? What the hell are Marines? They're tier 3.
Oh, I hate the starboard scoreboard. If you see me like alt tabbing every 5 seconds to change, make sure the scoreboard keeps on staying up, that's why. Cause like every time I alt tab to go to something and then I re-click back into the game, it sometimes gets rid of the scoreboard. I just got invited, so you should get invited shortly here. Where is the? ¿Dónde está?
So
Oops.
Masters Terran versus Platinum Random, but looks like he's going to be Zerg for this game.
Yeah, he plays. I don't know why he's random on Zeke, but
It says, yeah, his most played race is random. Maybe his main race is Zerg. But either way, it's Master versus Platinum. Looking for an upset here. The underdog, definitely unnamed player. MLG and no, it's just normal. Doesn't really matter. Blizzard happily fixed no close spawns, so really the MLG and all the tournament versions are redundant. So we're just waiting in the lobby for the players to be ready.
yep. Any moment now, we shall see the anticipation screen. You'll get started. So if you are busy getting yourself food, quickly drop what you are doing. Sit down, put your feet up on a nice ottoman or table or whatever you can put your feet up on. Get ready to watch some awesome games.
Put your feet on your head. That's pretty comfortable.
You
I
can
love
even do that. If you're that flexible. I can barely touch my toes. Actually, I can't. But if you can
Oh,
do
man,
that.
I can lick my elbow. No, I can't. That's impossible. You can't lick your elbow. And everybody is trying right now who's watching the stream. Okay, the good luck, have fun. The ready's going out. Here
Here
we
we
go.
go. Okay, so the first map is going to be on or not MLG, I apologize, it's just going to be on normal Antigua Shipyard. Terran vs Zerg, first game in round 1 of the Tactical Carnage weekly tournament. We are about to start. Okay, so here we go on Antigua Shipyard. My name is Steven Berger, aka Porky. Over here, playing for Tactical Carnage's amazing prize of bragging rights is Dream, is the light pink Zerg at about the 1 o'clock position. And then we have unnamed player spawning as the purple Zerg at about the 6 o'clock position. And I'm joined here with...
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Visible Starcraft, co-casting here. Looks like not much to be said, of course, because beginning of the game, so we just want to dibble-dabble. Say what they might do. This is a very macro-oriented map. Easy to take third. Kind of easy to take second. Pretty much just a double ramp there at your second natural or your natural. So I'm expecting typical hatch first from Zerg. And we'll see that pretty soon, I think. And we might see a 1-Rax Expo. Looks like the Rax going down. I don't think he would be that greedy to get a command first. Some people are, but he's not gonna be that greedy, throwing down his barracks. And not gonna have a fast expand, maybe a Reaper expand at most, but we might be seeing a quick 1-base play from the Terran.
Yeah,
and there goes the drone. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we can also have the chance of seeing some Blue Flame Hellions, which is always good, especially when Zerg is going the early expand, which he is right now. Always nice, especially since he's not going that first command center very early on. If you can put on that early pressure with either Reapers or Hellions, I mean, they both work just as well. It's very good, especially since now Zerg is going to be ahead even more economically than they would have in a normal game.
That is very true, and the tech lab is going down on the barracks. The rally point set directly to the natural of the Zerg, so it is a Reaper coming out. And he's probably going to expand off this, so Reaper expand is what it is. Pool just now starting, well, quarter of the way done. We got the gas going, we'll see if he pulls off at 100 or not. Typical speedling expand, if he's not, he's going to try to get some banelings, maybe some roaches, maybe early upgrades, early layer, we don't know.
So it looks like unnamed player is going to be able to scout this. He does see the tech lab on the barracks, so we'll see what he decides to do to try and protect against this possible Reaper harassment that's going to be coming from a Dream. Got the first Reaper is out now, so it should be heading over very shortly. Gets rid of that drone at the ramp there. Spawning pool just finished for unnamed player, so Zergling should be popping up any second now. Speed has not been started though, and it looks like Dream is going to start for an expansion here.
Yep, he throws down that Expo. Nope, he's following it up with another Marine. And there goes a bunker, so that's very good. Always put down the bunker, even if you're not really attempting to do as much pressure as you want. This bunker just makes them pull drones, or makes them build SCVs, and either way, the Zerg doesn't want to do that. It wants to have the economy. And the speed is a quarter of the way done, but this Reaper is going to go down. Gotta run for his sweet life.
Oh, he's not going to go down. He did get a couple drone kills though, and there's a spine crawler finished almost halfway done there. That bunker. Oh, it goes into the bunker. It's gonna get 2 Zerglings down. That queen though is probably gonna take care of it.
Yeah, great pick off with the queen. Focus firing that repairing SCV. Now there's not gonna be any repairing that he has to worry about, and the spine crawler just finishes. He's gonna have to get out of there and salvage that bunker because that spine will take out a bunker. Not a problem. With only 1 Reaper, that's very, very light pressure. We only have 2 Marines back at home, following it up with 3 more barracks. Or no, sorry, that's a factory. So 2 barracks in a factory. Nub moment right there, but he He's starting stim, so it looks like a Marine tank timing push to secure his second or his first expansion. And Zerg is still not really showing any tech besides this Roach Warren, but that's probably only to fend off any Hellions that he thinks might be coming. I'll be interested to see what he does with that Roach Warren besides purely defensive. If he's going for a Roach Ling bust, we'll see here. Still only on one gas, by the way.
And it looks like we got a starports now being started for Dream. Be interesting to see if he decides to do Hellion drops with this factory. Depending on what he makes out of this factory, he can either do Hellion drops or he might just get actually, we have a tech lab being built, so that means that we are going to be seeing some siege tanks. So it looks like we're going to have like a medevac marine siege tank sort of play here. Very popular, especially if we see banglings with the roaches come out from unnamed player.
Yeah, these roaches are tending to be a good choice right here. He only has a handful of Marines, and he's got 7 roaches right now. I'm gonna see what he's gonna do with that. He's of getting a third. There's a scan going down by the Terran, seeing what no layer at the 8-minute mark. So he's gonna be pretty surprised. Either he's thinking some kind of early all-in, not so early anymore, but he's certainly getting a lot of roaches and no layers, so no future tech, and it's really cold in here and I'm shivering, so I'm gonna turn off the fan.
Okay, so it looks like that second base, I mean, I really liked how Dream decided to, I mean, he didn't overcommit to that early attack, which allowed him, and he did get that second base as he was putting on that small little harassment. I mean, he did kill off some drones, so that was very good on his part, and especially with the expansion, that's going to put him, or it's going to make him a little bit more inclined to transition into something more tech-based, which we see him doing. And it looks like more speedlings are popping from unnamed player, as well as roaches. And we got a bangling nest that's almost finished here. Siege mode is finished off for Dream. And we got some more siege tanks coming out, as well as combat channel. Looks like we might be having this medevac drop. Looks like it's full, so we will fight this duel. It looks like unnamed players going to be putting on some pressure here with these speedlings. I don't think Dream saw that. No, he does not see those speedlings there. Looks like he's just scouting around with that dropship. We got 9 banglings coming out, as well as 12 more zerglings. Looks like we might be seeing a confrontation here pretty soon, initiated by unnamed player. And if we take a look at the units tab here, Dream has 2 medevacs, 2 siege tanks, 2 marauders, and 17 marines, while there are 11 banelings. That's a really nasty number. 42 speedlings and 7 roaches. Looks like this might be a pretty even matchup, especially since this whole dropship is moving down unnamed player's base. Unnamed player does not really have much defensive here, but he is charging in now. We'll see what he decides to do here.
Yeah, backing off, seeing that nice Terran wall, and it's just like I said, going for early all-in. This is all-in. He has no layer behind this, no expansion. He has to kill the Terran right now, and the banelings are just sitting there getting blasted by the tanks, trying to go around the edge. They're still alive, so we'll see, but everything is roasted, and the Terran hasn't lost basically anything, and sigh.
Wow, those siege tanks just did huge amount of damages to those zerglings. I mean, wow, that was incredible. I think unnamed player just had really bad placement with those banelings.
Yeah, unnamed player kind of just choked for the micro at the moment. He didn't focus fire any of the wall with the banelings. I mean, he wanted them for the marines, obviously, but he had enough roaches and lings. If he just got in there and could surround the army, he could have wiped it out, essentially. All he needed was the banelings for the wall right there, and it's just supply depots in a bunker. You can pick off that one at the bottom, those couple 2, and those supply depots go down, and lings and roaches flood in, and not much you can do about it.
Yeah, while unnamed player was attacking Dream had that dropship before, and we see now that he did attack into unnamed player's main base here. And it looks like unnamed player's not going to be able to fight this off. This might be it for unnamed player.
Wow, I can't believe I missed that huge drop. Looked like cleaning everything up in the main. All the tech is gone. The drones managed to Maynard to the natural here. Let's look at the workers killed. We got 11 for the Zerg and 8 for the Terran, so Zerg's actually ahead, but nope, here goes some more drones, so now the Terran's ahead. 14 workers killed, but his main is gone, and all the Zerg has is a natural with a spawning pool, 2 unused gases, and this is just him not wanting to leave the game right now.
Yeah, and as this is happening, it looks like Dream's going to be taking at third base. So even if unnamed player decides to stay and try and, if he can fight this off, he just won't be ahead anymore, as we see. Surprisingly, oh, wait, that confused me for a second. The food count is actually switched up here. So I was going to say unnamed player has 130 food. That doesn't make any sense. What?
What is this, Nesty
There's
Smurf?
what?
What's he doing?
Gravity is
He's
all of
got
a sudden
invisible
12.
roaches. But yeah, on the Zerg is taking the gold, which is pretty much the only option he has at this point in time. He can't really do much else. He's behind in every way possible, so he's gonna barely even catch up into economy with his gold base, and not even that. He's not even retaking his main. He looks like he has a drone there, not really looking at it. And a push is coming out from the Terran, and this is gonna be GG. Lots of tanks, lots of Marines, lots of Medivacs with more than half energy, 3 bases to support it, adding on extra info. He's going to be able to macro out of this even if it fails, which I don't think it will, but we'll see what the Zerg does.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think a named player just had a bad execution of that all in. I just think his micro was pretty off on that. I also don't think that he should have done it at that point. Just Dream had just good positioning. And obviously with that dropship that Dream had, since unnamed player was in Dream's base, he didn't really have anything to defend against that dropship. That dropship just did huge amounts of damage, and it looks like you said, we should be seeing a GG any minute now.
This is a rather BM, if you would like to put it, because he's not leaving the game, and he has 1 hatchery to his name, and units tab looks like a drone that just died, a Zergling, and 6 overlords. And some creep tumors. Don't forget about the creep tumors. Don't leave them out. They're extremely important. They can, you know, spread
Well,
creep and stuff.
yeah, they're tumors. I mean, imagine if you had a creep tumor in your head. That's not good.
Oh
Not
no,
good at all.
that's exactly what they're doing in probably Legacy of the Void. Their expansion. Just latch onto a marine, and
And it
that'll be the new infest. Oop, we
looks
got
like unnamed all the way on the other side of the map.
oh, this is just this
Wow.
is desperation right here. He's if the Zerg had DTs, he would be getting DTs right now, but there goes the hatchery. Last hatchery, will he find it? At this point, he could just use all of his scans just on every single base just to spot that hatchery and just save his time, because this game is so far his. I don't even know what else to say. He has a huge army back at his main, or
It is
natural, just rallying now.
it is no food to 193 food.
He has 0 food.
And it looks like that final
Honestly.
hatchery is going to get spotted. And here comes the rest of the army.
Looks like this guy is not a type of guy to GG out. He's just gonna play the way the game is meant to be played, Porky. This is meant to be played this way. You're supposed to not give up until every building dies. That is the way to achieve victory in StarCraft, and Dream is about to achieve victory right now.
And there we go. Looks like Dream's going to head to round 2. Sadly, unnamed player who's supposed to be representing my school is sadly out of the tournament. Ah, he is. That's okay.
Looking at the score differential, the Terran had 40,000 more score. So that's a pretty hefty difference there. So thought we might have had an upset, might have had a comeback kid, Karate Kid style, Platinum taking on the Master and just whooping him, but no, not today. Dream came out with the big guns, wasn't messing around, came out with the Reaper, and then he expanded. Yeah, pretty revolutionary stuff. Never seen that before.
I think I'm gonna restart the stream for 3 seconds. Something messed up. Yeah, it's really laggy.